Okay, hi everybody. I am Jenny from the Prairie Californian, and I have got lots of requests and questions and people asking about my pressure cooker. I got into pressure cooking because my good friend Chef Allie from Chef Allie's Farm Fresh Kitchen and Debbie Lyons Blythe got me hooked on pressure cooking, and I got over my fear of using it. They use a Cuisinart. I bought this Instant Pot when Amazon was having their Prime sale, and I got it half off. So as you can see, this is what the front of it looks like. It has a slow cook, a saute function, pressure, manual. It has a yogurt function, which I have yet to use, but I've heard people have great reviews on it. And then it has a whole bunch of determined or preset buttons on here as well that I haven't used all that much. I haven't been very happy with the meat stew one. It tends to undercook things that I'm wanting to use, so I most of the time just use the high pressure setting, which is this manual button right here. It's very simple. Basically, it's just this little pot like this, and then it has a liner that can go into the dishwasher, which is awesome, and then it has the lid that you just secure on like this. And there's a valve up here that you just have to close, make sure is closed. Let me move it. Make sure that it is closed once you start, so it'll start under pressure, and then when you want to vent it, you just push it to here. So it's not at all like, ooh, excuse me, it's not at all like grandma's or mom's old pressure cooker where you are terrified that you're gonna blow the house up if you don't set the pressure right. And this thing has become honestly a 3-time-a-week thing that I use. It's a permanent fixture in my kitchen. It sits out on the counter, and it's amazing what you can cook in it in a half hour, in an hour, and sometimes even in 5 minutes. So there's lots of recipes out there. You can look on Pinterest or just Google pressure cooker, Instant Pot, or Cuisinart pressure cooker recipes. I know Chef Allie has a bunch of them that are awesome. So tonight I just wanted to show you how I am going to prepare this pork chop recipe in my pressure cooker. So I'm going to turn the saute function on, and I'm going to throw some olive oil in here, and we're going to let that get nice and hot. And it'll beep like that to tell you that it's gonna start. So basically what you wanna do first is, I like that you can saute in this or you can brown in this, because when you brown things, it's gonna give you more flavor. You could, if you wanted to, throw meat in here that is frozen. I've done chicken breasts from frozen, and they turn out wonderful, and I'm not really wanting to get that browning flavor on them anyways. But with these pork chops, I want to go ahead and brown them first. Okay, so once my oil is nice and hot, I'm going to go ahead and brown these. I'm going to do them one at a time, because when you brown things, you don't want to crowd them, so that they have room to cook and actually brown on either side. And since I don't like having to dirty a whole bunch of things, I usually brown things in my pot that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use this Cow Camp garlic seasonal. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Whatever you've got works perfect. And I'm also going to throw some cracked black pepper on these as well. Pour in my vegetables here. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to this. Basically, I've chopped up an onion. I'll throw in there, kind of let it saute for a minute. I've got some garlic, and I buy this fancy already peeled garlic because I despise peeling garlic. Let's throw these in there. And then I'm also gonna throw some baby carrots in here as well. So you could always use chopped carrots, but I need to use up these baby carrots. And basically you're gonna give this a nice little toss around. Okay, and then to scrape up some of these bits, I'm gonna pour some white wine in here. And we'll let that cook down. And I'll try and scrape up some of that goodness from the bottom. Let that white wine deglaze the pan here. And I don't need to cook this for all or saute this for all too long because we're gonna be pressuring it and this stuff is going to get cooked very quickly anyways. So then to finish off this, I'm gonna add some apples. These are Honeycrisp apples. Just throw them right in. And then, because whenever you're pressure cooking, you want to have some liquid in the pot, I'm gonna throw in some chicken broth. And some balsamic vinegar. And I'm gonna throw in a little bit of this hot and sweet mustard. I like it, it's Mendocino mustard, but a Dijon mustard would work lovely as well. I'm also gonna hit this with some black pepper because I love pepper. And then I'll give this a nice little stir to kind of coat everything. This already smells delicious. Then I'm gonna throw in some thyme sprigs and a bay leaf. And then we'll add our pork chops back into here. So now I am going to put the lid on this, which looks like this. I'm gonna make sure that this is closed so the vent is not open. And then I'm going to set this to pressure for 15 minutes. And I'll meet you back here once it's all pressurized so we can see what it looks like. All right, so this has, I've let set for about 15 minutes. It's cooked for 15 minutes on high pressure. And I vented it, set it to the venting, let it vent, and I'll open it so I can show you what this looks like. So here's what it looks like. You can actually see there's quite a bit of liquid in there yet because the pork chops have released some of their liquid juices. And I'm actually going to slide this over here and set a plate down so we can plate this. So as you can see, the pork chops have even come off the bone a little bit. They're nice and tender. So we'll stick a pork chop on there. And then we'll fish for some vegetables and apples. And as you can see, the carrots maintain their integrity. They're not super, they're nice and soft, but they're not super overdone. And there you go. Look at that. Pressure cooker meal, 15 minutes and you're done. There you go. So hopefully this answered some questions for you guys about methodologies and how you do this and how to use a pressure cooker to cook things way quicker than you normally would. So hopefully a lot of you are interested in getting one and are going to try and experiment with stuff. It's been really fun to recipe test with this. So let me know how it goes, and if you have any more questions, please comment on this below or send me a message or whatever. I would love to answer them if I have answers for them. All right, have a good night, everybody.